Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is a little bonus reading all about you. Us tarot readers, we tend to focus on career, money, love, but we never ask, how are you doing? So this reading is going to tap into what's going on with you right now, how you're moving through this time period, and what's on the other side. Also, you may notice that my voice is a little bit off today. I'm obviously coming down with a bit of a seasonal cold. I've got it under control with the lemon, the ginger, and the honey, and all of that, but you know, my voice may cut out occasionally, so I do apologize for any inconvenience, but let's tap into your energy and let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know regarding their current situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? Wow, your first card there is fire. So tapping into that passionate soul. I'm actually getting a very strong energy from your reading already, and there is an energy here of, responsibility and being strong, that you've always had to be that because no one else was. And I'm getting an energy here that you'd love it for people to lighten your load, but you accept that that's not going to happen right now, and that you are someone who is keeping it all together, pushing on through and tapping into, obviously, that passion, because I feel there's an energy of everything coming together, okay? I feel like you're a very strong person. And we've also got snow and silence. Interesting, we've got fire and snow. So this can be an indication that, you know, you're really tapping into when to know to push forward and, really exact your goals, and when to take good quality rest. But a lot of you are working really hard now so that you can take that good quality rest later. For some of you, this could be that you're in a career, you're working really hard and you want to retire early, for example. For some of you, it could be that, you're working really hard right now towards having a vacation, but I definitely see that you are tapping into a period of focusing on your passions, focusing on what really sets your soul on fire. And I also see that a lot of you want to kick back, relax, and kind of find the fun in life, a little bit more spontaneity. So I see that you are very much in the flow of that at this moment in time, but we will go deeper when I get all of your cards. 7 of Wands, battling away. We've got the Devil card there as well. Now, the Devil card, I always say it's not an evil card, okay? Firstly, it represents Capricorn energy, so it can indicate that you are, reigniting that lust for life. You're putting your own needs first, and you're actually focusing on what's important for you right now. But also it can be that you're looking at things that distract you or things that derail you, trying to break old habits, move away from any temptations or toxic behavior at this time. And I feel like you are forging new landscapes in your life, and it requires a lot of energy in order to transform your life in some way. So you're just gathering up all that strength to put all those wonderful thoughts of yours into motion. Now, there's a lot of people in your reading. I gotta be honest with you. You've got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. We've got the King of Cups here as well. So this can be that you are either surrounded with a couple of people there that you are considering your nearest and dearest, and there's a sense of independence. You like spending time with these people, but also you want to have your own alone time to focus on your passions and focus on things that really set your soul on fire there. But also I feel like you have some plans in in the mix. Okay, I feel bubbling up energy, which means your thoughts are becoming your reality. But some of you may be thinking about reaching out to certain practitioners or certain people in certain industries, if you are in a career, for example, on getting help or advice in those areas. For some of you, even if you're retired, it could be that you're trying to structure things in a different way or move somewhere or have a quieter life in some way. And it feels like you are reaching out to people who have knowledge in those areas. Now, these could be like financial structure people who can help you with your finances. Could also be that you're purchasing real estate abroad, for example, and you're reaching out to people who are in the know. I would say there's a lot of energy right now, and I will tap into your personal energy, but there's just a lot of energy right now about getting advice before you proceed on something, or perhaps getting a structure in place before you launch something. So if you are trying to do something out of the norm, maybe it's something that you've never done before, or even if you have, you may be just doing it a different way this time in order to get the better result. You're learning from the past experience. So let's move on, because I feel with the Seven of Wands being present, a lot of you are under pressure, and I feel like you're trying to channel all of that energy into creative pursuits or doing something that you find fun to release that sense of pressure. Now, this card, it says ignition, and it's like this energy of like all systems go. So, of course, you're really busy. You're trying to live your passions, but also I feel like you're allowing your spirit to drive you forward. I always say, my beautiful Capricorns, you are a forward moving sign. You don't tend to like to look backwards, but I feel like now is your time to be innovative in your life and take action on something. So I feel like you have had a period where you are transforming your energy in some way, and now you feel, even though you've been exhausted and running on empty, I feel like you've been at capacity and you've been almost like running on autopilot, because these are the energies against you right now. And we've got that Queen of Swords there and the King of Swords with the building of atoms. It tends to mean that you've got some project or some idea on the go, and you feel that somehow it's still out of reach. You're still working on it, but I want you to know it's all coming together as it should. Now, a lot of you, this could be you taking command of your thoughts right now, that you're silencing the inner critic, that you tend to be extra hard on yourself, and you're trying to make sure that you limit the negative self-talk. We all have it from time to time, and I feel like you're cutting things out. When you have two strong figures here that can connect to your energy as a whole, it can indicate that you're cutting things out that distract you or do not basically raise you up in life, or do not support your idea of your goal or your destination, as it were. And I feel like you're trailblazing in life right now. Of course, this card indicates that you are setting new goals or setting new boundaries in your life. And I feel like you're trying to just be as forward thinking as possible and renewed in your energy. And I feel some of you have cut some things out of your life already where you have noticed a difference. So whether it is a food substance, a person, an environment, or something toxic that you felt was a habit that you have yourself, we all have them from time to time. When I go through intense periods of stress, for example, I might reach for a packet of biscuits, and suddenly I say, oh, I'm going to have one or two, and then suddenly nearly all the packet's gone. I'm like, well, who ate those? Well, there's only me here, so it's got to be me. So, I feel a lot of you are looking at the things that you feel you get into like a rut in, or you're feeling stuck in some way. But this is about gathering all that strength in order to push on through. And I feel like there is a strong energy here of an unwavering soul, okay? That you are passionate or trying to be passionate about life. You're pursuing something. You're a very passionate person. You're very diligent. You're someone who's actually really fun to be with. You've got the Fool card there and the Devil. Now, this can indicate sometimes as well that you're obsessively working towards something so you can free yourself up, okay? Because the Fool card is to be free. It is to, basically be an adventurer in life. So some of you could be trying to be a little bit more nomadic in your current circumstances. But I also feel here that you've spent a long time with responsibility and heaviness on your shoulders, that now you're like, where's the fun at? So some of you are pursuing your passions, that lust lust for life. Remember, the Devil card doesn't have to be an evil card. It is actually an indication that there is lust for life and you want to tap into the sense of now and go with the flow. And although, you know, you have responsibility here, that King of Swords indicates that you have reached a certain level in life where you're thinking about what's next, and I feel that you're trying to implement more of your passions right now, and that Fool card indicates a real desire for independence. Now, you have so much potential on your journey, but this really indicates that you want more excitement, more spontaneity, and it's not that you're not thinking about the future, because I feel like you're always thinking about the future, but I also get a sense of what about the now, you know? So I feel this energy of kicking back, relaxing. Now, for some of you, you may be thinking about taking some level of risk or gamble in your life, like launching a business or launching a new lifestyle choice. I feel here, especially with two strong swords cards, this can indicate that it's time to get a strategy. I feel like you have a plan, but that strategy is really going to support your plan. I feel like you're not, launching something before you do your due diligence. I feel like you're looking before you leap, as it were, but I feel there is some sort of leap of faith that is going to energize you, and I feel it's going to be very rewarding long term. But on a personal level, I feel like you're tapping into more of a sense of what you find joyful, or what gives you this sense of freedom, or more of a thrill in life. Now, you're not looking for the quick fix, is what I see. You want something that's more long-term, connecting to your passions, your hobbies. Some of you may feel that you had to put those on the sideline, or, come back to a hobby or something that you really loved. And I feel now is your time, because I'm getting strong energy, like the time is now in your reading to do something. And for some of you, thank you so much, I'm so grateful, there's an energy of a familiar here. And what I mean by that is an animal that will literally adopt you. So it could be like a bird that comes to visit your balcony, if you're lucky enough to have a balcony. It could also be a cat that follows you around the neighborhood. It could also be like a dog, even a neighbor's dog that has a special affinity with you. Some of you may even be thinking about adopting a pet at this time, but whichever it is, it's a trusty companion, and it's been sent to you for a reason. So I feel like you're really connected to nature right now, and I feel this is a cycle and an indication that you're reaching a higher vibration when animals are really drawn towards you. I feel like you're wanting to tap more into this sense of fun, into this sense of like exploration in your life, where you just want to see how things go. You don't want to put the pressure on yourself, because you've had pressure. I feel like you've gone through a very turbulent time sometimes, and things have not always gone the way you'd hope for. And I also feel like some of you have dealt with some people who have in the past, or maybe even present as well, because it's still in your energy, you may feel that someone or maybe some people have been unkind to you in the past. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there. I see a lot of you going through this very cathartic experience, and you are recognizing that their unkindness, or for some of you, dishonesty, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm getting an energy here that you may have dealt with someone who really hurt you, but that's been the fuel for your success and your rise to, accomplishing whatever it is that you or setting out to do. So I feel like you've learned that actually fueled your fire and made you who you are. But you can let go of that now. Even though it shaped who you are, it no longer has control over how you feel about the situation. And I feel like you're going from strength to strength about that as well. Now, also, I'm getting a very strong indication here that you are an old soul, okay? And I know a lot of people say that about people, but I feel like you actually are very knowledgeable. You have a lot of depth to you. And I also feel that you don't look your age, is what I'm being given. Someone is going to give you a compliment over the next, it's 2 months I'm being given. Normally it's 6 weeks I'm being given, but I'm being given 2 months right now. You're going to be given a compliment by somebody who actually has romantic interests at heart. So if you're free to explore that, and that's something you want, then of course this person is going to be very flirtatious with you, because there's a lot of flirtation energy around you right now. But I see a lot of you are very guarded. You may have even taken yourself out of the dating game for a while, but I feel there is love available to you if you want it. Now, this reading is not about love. This is about you and your energy, but I feel right now, deep down, there is this energy of you being dormant somehow and trying to reconnect to your passions or reconnect to a part of yourself that was more fun, more free, more frivolous with your energy, because life can be very heavy sometimes. And, you know, I see that although life is difficult, I feel your approach to life is changing in some way, where you're recognizing that if it's something that is causing you negativity or worry, I feel like you're trying to override those feelings to not let it change your energy, because you're the sort of person, if there's a problem, you tend to find a solution and you're not going to dwell on that. And I definitely see some great things coming your way. So if you're worried about anything, I feel like you're acknowledging that it's not a productive use of your energy to spend it worrying. I feel like you're channeling your energy into transforming your life, and I feel the outcome is going to be so beneficial. There's something here that you're thinking about starting, or there's something here that you've just started or you're really excited about, is what I'm being given here. Keep moving through with it. It's going to be a huge success. I feel people are going to be drawn to your energy for whatever this is. For some of you, if you're in a career, this could be a creative endeavor. Or if you're an entrepreneur, for example, it could be to do with that. But if you're retired, for example, it could be something creative that you are actually interested in right now in exploring. And it's something that if you wanted to monetize it later on, I feel it's definitely something that could go that way. But more than anything, I feel it gives you a sense of achievement. But also I feel like you're learning more about yourself and your capabilities in this act itself. So whatever that is, I feel whatever you start right now, keep going on it, because I feel it's going to be very rewarding, and that's more to do with the self. A lot of you are going through a period where you are focusing on the self, because of course you've got the Devil card there. So this can be a personal project. It could be something that you want to transform about yourself, body, mind, or soul. I definitely see you trying to find inner peace here and trying to utilize your energy to your best advantage. But the Devil card can highlight things that you feel have held you back. And with the Fool card, I feel like you're releasing yourself from this, both in terms of responsibility. And don't get me wrong, I feel like you're still going to adhere to your duties. They're still in your energy, but there's just a different approach to it where it feels lighter somehow. Now, of course, the Devil card can indicate that some of you feel obsessed about something. It could be obsessed about your freedom, your independence. It could be that you're obsessed about something new that's in your life right now. And don't burn yourself out. I feel having like a sustainable energy is very important right now. Balance and harmony are great for you. But I see a lot of you like disconnecting from some toxic things in your life. And actually, it gives you this renewed sense of energy. So whether you feel it's a person that has not been supporting your journey, or if you feel it's someone who's been pushing your buttons on purpose, or you know, you feel a substance has been draining your energy. Some of you, especially since we've got the Atoms card there, you can feel that perhaps something has been off in your body. It may be an energy exchange or a hormonal imbalance there. Some of you, especially since you've got two high intensity cards here, it could be that you feel like your cortisol levels have been a bit high recently and you're trying to find a way. I'm being given lymphatic drainage right now. When I'm looking at this card, I'm just being given lymphatic drainage, okay? Now, of course, talk to a practitioner regarding that. I'm not a health practitioner. I don't know anything about that. So, it's just come up there. Maybe it's something you discovered. Maybe it's something you're going to implement. Having these two cards, I would say some of you may actually go to some sort of company or some sort of people who do this professionally. These are two very professional cards. So I would say this is going to work really well for you, and it's going to totally energize you more, okay? So that's coming out there as well. But ultimately, I feel like you are liberating yourself, because this is a card of liberation, liberating yourself out of a very stuck position. You may have felt that life got pretty same at some point, but now you're free to explore a little bit more, and your energy levels are going to be super high. Now, these are the energies that feel like they could potentially be hindering you or against you at this time. Now, this card, it's in the resistance position. Some of you feel like you've been working on autopilot to keep life running smoothly. And by work, I do not mean career. I mean, your everyday circumstances, just doing life, being a human being. And I want you to be aware you are making progress and things are going to work out as you'd hoped for. And there is going to be a period of respite here. A lot of you are trying to live a more quieter life, or, disconnect from drama and things like that. And I feel like you are on course to do so. Anything that's in the resistance position will go into the upright like this by the end of the 6 weeks that I'm reading for. And this card, of course, it's number 40, and it means everything is connected. And for some time, you may have felt a little bit disconnected in some way. You may have felt like you're on autopilot or just doing life, but now is a time where you're tapping into your inner knowing. You've gone through a major period of transformation, and now I feel like you're quite excited about something. And don't get me wrong, your energy may fluctuate, okay? That's just natural, the way life is. Sometimes we feel high energy and we're excited about something. The next day we feel drained because it's like spurts of energy, spurts of inspiration. And I feel like you're learning to temper this energy so you do not burn yourself out. Now, this card in particular, it basically means everything is coming together. It means that, you are at a vibrational stage where you are electric, and, any stagnant energy, especially in your belief system or your personal growth, it is unnatural. So I feel like you are pushing on through and changing something. I feel also you are aware that change is the one constant in this lifetime. Seasons change, people change, we change. And I feel a lot of you, there is this energy. Well, I'm getting two energies. Some of you may have spent a lot of time away or focused on ambition or career. And there's just this energy here of independence and detachment. Some of you may have felt that your friendships have changed in some way. Now, if you haven't been away, it can be that you feel there's a distance between you and some people that you used to be close to, is what I'm being given here. When we go on a major spiritual journey, but also when we level up in life, friendships and dynamics change. And sometimes people, they see your success, that you are leaving them behind, when actually you want to incorporate them into your life even closer. But they cannot do that based on their own sense of feeling that you are somehow above them, or you and your success intimidates them in some way. There's something here about people maturing and friendships evolving, but I want you to be aware that you're actually going to attract your soul tribe, people who are on the same frequency as you now. And I feel that we outgrow people. There is a season and a reason for everybody coming into our life, and I feel in time you can grow back together. But right now I see a lot of you beautiful Capricorns just stepping away from people that you feel give some sort of negativity towards your journey, or people who do not support the journey or are not reciprocal in the energy. I feel like you've been giving a lot of your energy to certain friendships, and you feel that there hasn't been even half the amount in return. So I see you disconnecting from some people there. Now, of course, this is an indication that we need to prioritize in life, okay? Because each atom comes together, and it's like which things are important, because of course everything is separate until it comes together. But I feel like you are realizing that everything is connected in life, and everything that you're working on is starting to come together as planned. I feel like you're trying to change something in your world right now, and it feels like for some time you may have felt scattered because you've been super busy, and it feels like there's been a lot going on. But I feel, now things are going to start to come together nicely for you. Also, and this may not resonate with everyone, I feel there's an energy here of some of you avoiding someone or some people. I'm not really sure what I'm getting there, because this figure is like moving around the atoms, but also collecting the ones that this figure requires for their life to work smoothly. The boat always represents a journey and a destination, being fulfilled. And of course, this is all about energy as well. And there's two people here. So it could be that you've detached from a couple of people, or you've been avoiding some people. And I feel this has given you a renewed sense of thriving towards success. And the Seven of Wands means you're at your peak. Doesn't matter what age you are, you're at your peak. There's only the now. You can't be Capricorn in the past. You can't be Capricorn in the future. You can think about the future, but you are in the now. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on those two people because they are in the resistance position. They will turn into the upright, which means you'll have some sort of dealings with those people in the future. There will still be further conversations, but there's like an attachment here. I feel like you're not getting as involved as you used to with these people. So I also see these energies separately as your own personal energy, taking charge of your thoughts, of your energy, being super organized in your life, really having a sense of purpose and really focusing on your intentions to align with your future. And I feel like you're being really honest with yourself, like brutally honest. What's distracting you? What's hindering you? What thoughts delay you? And I feel like you're readdressing some balances there. Now we have the Nine of Swords. So this can be like you're taking charge of worries or fears, because this card can indicate like some sort of conflict, or you haven't been sleeping properly for some of you. So it could be that you're aligning, hormones, and you may be getting advice from practitioners, as I mentioned there. But also the Nine of Swords is to quieten the inner critic, and we've already addressed that as well, shifting any negative self-talk. So I feel you're trying to have more faith. And I also see with the Nine of Swords here with these two people, I feel something like a conversation weighs on your mind from time to time. A conversation either with a person or two people, and it's really wounded, and it's changed the way that you look at these people and address them. Now, I don't really want these people to be consistently drawing your energy in your reading, but I feel like you've noticed the impact that they've had on your life, and you're moving away from it. So let me just clarify these individual energies like they're yours. Can we please clarify that King of Swords there? Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the Hermit. So some of you, I'm just going to keep that because I'm going to clarify the Queen of Swords separately. King of Pentacles is money. And of course, the Hermit is to withdraw. Some of you are sort of withdrawing in order to focus on a project that will bring in more money, or you're giving more time to your financial endeavors. And of course, you don't want any distractions. The Hermit can also be, if you spend quality time alone, you impact your health, because the King of Pentacles can be a health card as well. So I feel like you are really looking at transforming your body, mind, and soul, and investing in you. I feel like you're investing more time in you, taking a step back from anyone who doesn't invest in you in the same way, because I feel like you're just fed up with the way things have been going, and you wanted to transform a part of your life. And I feel like you don't want any more excuses from people, or even from yourself. I mean, sometimes we all give ourselves excuses from time to time. And what I'm being given here is, real growth happens when you're tired of everyone's BS, okay, including your own. And, I got to be honest with you there. Don't shoot the messenger, but that's what's coming out here. And I feel we all go through that period where we're like, you know what? I got to stop talking about this. I need to start doing. And I feel a lot of you are in that mode right now where you're doing, you're taking action. I also see a lot of you are investing heavily in your spiritual growth. You are learning more about yourself. You're being very reflective about what makes you happy and what causes a distraction or brings you down in some way. And you're removing yourself from those circles or those situations in order to grow more. And also with that Hermit energy, of course, it's like this figure is so fed up with the way things have always been. So now you're being super independent in order to transform things. And I feel you want to release that star from the lantern. It's like you want to be inspired. You want to connect to a part of yourself where that lust for life roams free, and that you have more excitement, more spontaneity. And I feel like you're trying to reach a part of yourself that you feel has been laying dormant for quite some time. So I feel like you will be able to do that. Now, this King of Swords, it basically means having command over your thoughts, having more power than you think in a situation. It's like getting your life in order, being decisive about what it is you want, being clear, but also being rational about what is possible. And I feel like you have infinite possibilities to accomplish whatever it is you're setting out to do right now, but you needed to take stock of things and have a bird's eye view of your life before you zoom into the things that you want to give your energy to. Also, a lot of you, there's this energy of wanting to go overseas or wanting to be more nomadic in your circumstances, because the King of Swords is an international vibration. So it can mean that some of you are thinking about either moving to, a different state or a different country. These could be just thoughts right now, because the King of Swords is all about thought. It could be something that you're working towards, but I feel your thoughts will become things. There's stuff that you have on the back burner that you're excited about. When the moment is right, you will fulfill your destiny to accomplish it, is what I'm being given. But also with the Queen of Swords, you're someone who is getting organized on something. I feel also, because you have these word cards, because swords are all about words, I feel there may be something that you want to say to a certain set of people, or maybe to a person in particular, that you've been ruminating on for quite some time. And I feel you will have that conversation in the future, but right now I feel like your focus is on yourself and your personal development, growth, and success. So let me just pull a card on that Queen of Swords for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? So this could be someone who wounded you, or it can also indicate the struggle, that you've been under a lot of pressure recently. I also feel that you, my beautiful Capricorn, you get misunderstood sometimes by people, and you may feel that you always had to be detached in some way because you feel that people don't get you, or someone in particular that you wanted them to really see who you are. They really, didn't go as deeply as possible, or they wounded you in some way, because the Three of Swords, it indicates a hurt or a wound, something that perhaps you don't really want to think about, but it pops up from time to time. And I feel everything is connected, because it made you strong. It made you who you are right now, but it no longer has power over your situation. You have power over you. So thoughts are a very strong energy, okay? Sometimes it's very hard to not think about something and it pops in there, but I feel like you really are trying to work on things like meditation. You're trying to, spend time in a period where you are thinking about what truly makes you happy, because this is your life and this is the way you want to lead it. And I feel like you realize that life is too short to spend time reading a book that's boring after the first or second chapter. Everything requires energy and effort. And of course, if you want to move on through, when you get those books and people say, oh yeah, once you get to the 6th or 7th chapter, then it gets really interesting. And you're like, well, what? Should I spend my time on those 6 or 7 chapters just to get to the good bit? Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. Depends on how you feel. But ultimately, it's like, someone said to me once, life is too short to drink awful coffee. Okay. And I remember thinking, actually, that's really right. Because, are you going to just suck something up because you feel, okay, well, this is what I got in this moment? Or are you going to say, actually, that's not for me? You're in control of what you digest, body, mind, and soul, what you listen to, what you read, what you watch, what you listen to in terms of gossip, who you surround yourself with. So I feel like you're looking at how these people or these negative experiences drain your energy, and you're just not about wasting your time on those experiences any further. Now, the Two of Pentacles can indicate sometimes something from the past or something right now that's hard. It kind of messes with your energy a little bit, but also I feel you're so done with inconsistent people, because the Two of Pentacles is inconsistency. It can also indicate you have a major decision to make right now, and it's not that you're putting it off. It just means that you're thinking about it, ruminating on it, and when you feel the right moment is to move forward on it, you will. But also, I feel for some of you, you've been struggling with either a vitamin deficiency or a hormonal imbalance, because the Two of Pentacles can indicate a fluctuation here. And You know, I feel that you will get the help you need on that can bring more vitality back into your energy. Now, some of you with that Two of Pentacles there as well, it can indicate that you're trying to remain in the flow of life. You know, we get so busy going, okay, I'm going to be detoxing, I'm going to be on a health kick, and you really invest a lot of energy and momentum into it, and then temptation happens, and then life happens, and then we slip back into old habits or old patterns. And I feel right now there's something that you're cutting out, or something that you've promised to yourself that you're going to do. You're going to sustain it. There's no going back. With that Seven of Wands, it feels like you fight off temptation, and you are really like discerning about what you have in your life right now, and you're not allowing yourself to slip back into an old habit or pattern. And I feel like you will celebrate yourself for that momentum. Now, we also have Silence Snow, and this is an outcome energy. I feel like you're very busy, you're on the go, and pushed and pulled in many different directions, and a lot of you are feeling drained in the mind because you have so many cerebral cards here. I mean, physically, I feel like you're totally up to the challenge. Your body is taking you from A to Z, and you're doing what you got to do to make life run smoothly. But there's so many thoughts here. I feel like you're exhausted on a soul level for all the wonderful thoughts that are in your mind, but also all the energy that you give to creating the lifestyle that you aspire to. So good quality rest is important, and there is a period coming for you where you will be able to get that good quality rest. Now, when you get this card, it's number 34. When you reduce it, 3 plus 4, of course, is 7. So that means you're still moving forward, and you've got a 7 here as well. But this is a card, I feel, for some of you, and again, you're probably going to shoot the messenger on this one because it keeps being drawn back to some people in your life that you disconnected from. They are going to reach out with an olive branch, and they are going to try and do their absolute best to, you know, show you that they're sorry and try and make it up to you. That's what I'm being given here. And this card is like, allow yourself to soften to that. But of course, that's your call. Depends on what the person or people did. If this person was like cruel, you know, or anything like that, I would say cruelty has no place in your life, and absolutely raise those healthy boundaries and make sure that you lock that sort of gate and leave it there. But you know yourself, your situation. But I feel with this card, this is like, sometimes you may feel, because you have a level of responsibility and life is like all go, 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 and it's tiring. I feel like sometimes you want to blend into the background. So I feel that Hermit energy is really about how you're feeling, about you just want to like take a rest, or you just want to like cut off for a little while, run for the hills, spend some time in the mountains with no signal, you know, where you don't have to be bombarded by information, emails and things like that. So I really get a sense here that you just want to like disconnect for a little while, and that's totally happening for you. I feel like some of you may even think about going on like a retreat, maybe a spiritual retreat or a silent retreat. Some of you may have even thought about that. For some of you, it may incorporate all aspects. It could be some sort of retreat that you're saving towards, where, you know, you learn to articulate yourself in a healthy way, where you erect healthier boundaries, where there is a level of silence, because I'm actually seeing a little sign there that says I'm in silence. So for some of you, this is about like not speaking for the sake of speaking, okay? Or having relationships where you feel comfortable in sitting in silence, especially in high-level commitments, love relationships where, you know, you feel so comfortable with another person and you think, you know what, I can just sit there in silence with this person because there's so much love, so much understanding, and I just feel comfortable. Whereas there's certain people that you may still care about and you feel, we always feel the silence because it just feels a little bit still uncomfortable. It doesn't feel like you can 100% relax in that company, and you're being more discerning about that company that you keep right now. Now, of course, this card also indicates that you choose your words carefully. And right now, I feel some of you are in a period of observing the information around you and the next steps on your path. You know, I feel some of you could be working on something in silence as well, not really wanting to let anyone know about it until the moment is right to reveal it. So I feel a lot of you, you know, you're conserving your energy. and you're knowing which battles to pick, as it were. The Seven of Wands indicates you're someone who perseveres. You're unstoppable in your success. So whatever it is that you are focusing on right now, whether it is you want to change something about your wardrobe or your body or your circumstances, your environment, your relationships, this indicates that you're not giving up on it. I feel like you're not compromising either, but you're making a lot of effort to transform your life, and you're going to be on target. This card can also indicate that you have a lot of pressure on you right now, and you feel that you just want to take that pressure off. You don't have to go on a retreat to do that. It can be that you're taking yourself away for, a little break, or to spend more time in nature. And I'm being given an energy, and this is not going to resonate with everyone. I'm being given like an unseasonably early snow blizzard or storm. Okay, so random, I know, it just came out there. That may not resonate with everyone, but you may see snow earlier than usual this year, is what I'm being given there. Seven of Wands for a lot of you, I would say if you're in an area that's prone to having snow blizzards, you may see it earlier and protect yourself, get everything in, just in case, because the Seven of Wands can also be to protect your energy. When you're giving high energy to anything, I would say always, protect your immune system, because there is a potential for a seasonal cold. Should take my own advice. But with that Seven of Wands there, I really get an energy that you are sustaining life right now. And I feel that, of course, there's always going to be challenges, but I feel like you're strong enough to rise to the occasion here. Also, I feel this is an indication that you are at your personal best. And this is the outcome energy. A lot of you, if you're looking for love, I feel like you're going to have more than one person interested in you, and you get the pick of the bunch. You may not feel like you can see that right now, but I do see that if you're not talking to anybody, you will be very shortly. And I'm being given an energy here that you're going to attract a lot of people, okay? So, of course, you've learned some lessons from experiences in the past, and you'll know which person is right for you. If you're in a high-level commitment with a person already, I feel this is about reigniting the spark in your relationship. Some of you may feel that you don't talk as deeply as you used to, and it doesn't mean that the love is absent or has changed. It just means that you've become so comfortable. But I feel part of you really enjoys that level of conversation with the person that you're with, and I see you and the person sort of reigniting that spark, bringing that love alive again. But in general, for my beautiful Capricorns, this is about you doing things that you're passionate about, sustaining things, making sure that you are on target, which I see that you are. You don't tend to give up. And the King of Cups means that you're feeling really comfortable about how you feel about life. And this is an indication that you're going to fall in love with your life again, or romance your life in a way where, you'll protect your independence and protect the things that you love in life, including the people, of course. But this is about maximum effort and loving life. And I feel a lot of you are trying to reignite that spark again, and you certainly will. Some of you may do this through a hobby, okay? But also I feel this is about you looking at the cup of love for the self first and falling in love with you, getting to know yourself on a deeper level. And you can only do that when there are moments of silence, because in silence comes wisdom. So I feel a lot of you are transforming your life. I do see that you're also focusing on finances. I feel like you're going to have the ability to attract more wealth, because that King of Pentacles came out there. You're a very reliable person, okay? And I feel like you show up every single day, and you're just looking at life right now and saying who or what shows up for me. And if it's not rewarding, or it doesn't feel like your attention wants to go there, I feel like you're phasing it out right now, because you have bigger stuff to focus on right now. And I feel life is going to get very interesting for you, and I feel like there is a time of peace, harmony, and I feel the life that you aspire for, you're going to really love it, because you've created this yourself. You've put a lot of effort and work into your life. So on the other side, there is rest, there is reward, and I feel your commitments right now will pay off. That's what I'm feeling from your reading, okay? So I'm just going to go and get some final cards before I close your reading there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? Okay, now you have a lot of king energy in your reading, and also a queen of swords often represents the power behind the throne. Now, of course, it doesn't always have to represent people. It can indicate that you are literally taking leadership of your life. Okay, you're taking charge of your life in some way. Now, of course, if you are in a career, this can represent you're being called to a position of authority and power in your life. For some of you, you may have put resumes out there trying to find opportunities, but you may have felt that the job market is very cold and austere right now. But suddenly there is something coming in where you are above the competition and you get that role. Okay, and it is a role that you're absolutely going to love. It feels more like some of you it will be a managerial role, but for some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, it can be that you do something that is like ahead of the whole industry and gets a lot of attention, and you're going to have many returns for that. But it says here, you're called to step up and be the authority, position of power. Now, for some of you, you may feel that you've been called to that position of power already in your family unit in some way, and that level of responsibility, it is something that you hold dearly, but also I feel like you also want to kick back and be a little bit more fancy free. So finding the balance in that is very important for you. But also, we have swift returns. The effort you put in now comes back to you soon. Strike while you can. I think I said that at the beginning of your reading. The time is now is the energy that I'm being given in your reading. And with that first card of fire, I really feel that you are striking now. You know, whenever you get the Pegasus card, it tends to connect to the Ace of Swords, which is transformation. It is destiny and fate supporting your journey. Karma coming back to you in a powerful way and a positive way, and basically expecting results with great velocity and speed, which I feel you will see very, very soon. Everything is coming together as planned. You've got this and you are on the right path. Celebrate yourself a little bit more. Don't tear yourself down so often. You know, you put a lot of pressure on yourself, and I feel it's really important to recognize you're doing an awesome job with the circumstances that you've got, and the best is yet to come. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get a trinket or rune before I close. Okay, there's quite a few there. Now, interesting, we have the bat. So that's definitely you looking at where people or circumstances drain your energy. But also this is about sometimes when we spend time alone, we heighten our senses. Okay, so I feel like you're in a period of heightening your senses right now. Interesting. Thanks so much. I'm really grateful. I'm just being given an energy of going through a period of darkness in order to move towards the light. So you may have felt that it's been really hard to see your way through something, but your other senses, like your intuition, is taking over. And sometimes a thought, it may not be a logical one. Okay, it may feel like you think, well, that's crazy. But then when you start to investigate it further, you realize, actually, this is a great opportunity for me to move forward. So there's something on that coming through. Also, you have two very logical cards in the resistance position. So I feel like you're trying to tap in more to your emotions right now as well, about how you feel about life rather than being on autopilot. And I feel like you're being guided to like really live, okay, and live in the moment there as well. Now, really interesting, we have that hare, okay? Now, hares tend to represent multiplying wealth, okay, and good luck coming towards you. But remember, there is that little hare blending in with the snow, okay? So I feel, you know, you blending into the background in order to either multiply your wealth or to find peace of mind is actually going to be very beneficial for you. And I feel there is an energy here of you, like, talking about things that matter and really just phasing out anything else that doesn't out. You know, you're not the one to sort of gossip. You're not that sort of person. So I feel, you know, you're really connecting to energy that gets you places, how to utilize your energy to move forward rather than stay stagnant. And finally, we have the swan. Okay, now, of course, swans, when you apply it to love, it can indicate a soulmate, someone being by your side. So if you're single, there is a soulmate energy coming in for you. And if you're not single, I feel this is about, you know, you and your person being unflappable under pressure, but also gracefully, you know, understanding each other. And I feel also this is like, I always see the swan as a bit of a metaphor for life. You know, on the surface to other people, it looks really easy. It looks like you're gliding through life and it's effortless, but no one sees under the surface where those little web feet are going crazy, steering the Swan, and I feel right now you're working really hard to make your life look effortless to other people, and I feel the reward here for you is coming in. And, you know, swans are also very territorial. So I feel like you're being very protective of your life, your independence, and making sure that, you know, you don't waste your time with time wasters, okay? So I'm just going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. It may not resonate with everyone, of course, but I have to honor the cards that come out and the energy that comes out. So if it does not resonate, then perhaps this one wasn't your reading. But if it does resonate in some shape or form, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. Lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.